it's Linda from Homestead by the Lake. So we're going to start a soup series. Today is going to be old-fashioned vegetable soup. So I have a really good vegetable soup recipe. And basically you're going to start with some onion and some garlic. Oh, I need to flip over my beautiful cutting board. This onion I got from a local garden. Oh, it's nice, very nice. So I wanted to get this used up because that one piece was already starting to grow. So you need one onion. And this makes a fairly decent sized pot. So I would say, you know, one medium onion. Oh, they're making me cry. Throw those in your pot. With your onion, you're going to need some olive oil that you're going to add to the pot. And we're going to saute the onions. Oh, these are strong onions. And you need 3 cloves of garlic. Oh my goodness. These are some potent onions. I'm not making them too small. Just dice them up. I'm going to need a little bit of olive oil, probably about a tablespoon, I would say. Cover at least the bottom of your pot. And now I need 3 cloves of garlic. And if you're a garlic lover, you can put as much garlic as you want in it. It's okay, I'm a garlic fan, so we can keep that in there. So now, just mince up your garlic. Turn your pot on to medium. Just want to saute this for a little bit. Just to get the flavor into the oil is basically what you're doing. You don't need to cook it long enough, like to cook the onions. You don't need to do that. All right, let me go wash my hand to saute that. Give it a few minutes. And enjoy that smell from the onions and the garlic and the oil. Oh, I love it. Okay, so next what we need is a quart of canned tomatoes. And I have some tomatoes that I canned in 23, and we are going to use these. And I will tell you, you can use any tomatoes that you want. If you have home canned tomatoes, it really does taste the best. But if you don't, or can't steal a quart from a friend, then you can use store. It's totally fine, but you need a quart. So I'm going to turn that down now. I'm going to add my tomatoes. Oh, I love that smell. All right, put the whole quart in there. Now to that, oh, I need my celery. You need about 2 stalks of celery and 2 carrots. But I also have some canned carrots that I did this year that I'm going to use those. This soup comes together so fast, and it's so good. When I tell you, I mean, it's so good. And if you make a big enough batch, you can also put some in the freezer. But you could have soup all week for your lunch or your dinner. All right, we're going to throw some celery in there. All right. Now to that, we are going to add pepper. A half a pepper. And I have some chopped pepper, looks like different colors in here, that I had in the freezer, and I want to use that up. So that is all going in. Now, this is the best time to use up some veggies in your fridge. If you have anything in your fridge that you need to get used up, throw it in there. You can put any veggies you want in here. I have some squash in the freezer, so I'm going to add some squash to it. Oh, where's my beans? Oh, here we go. I also have a little bit of bean that was in the freezer. And I'm going to throw this in. I've used asparagus in it. I love using beans from the garden in it. It's just so good. What else have I used in there? I don't know. Basically, whatever I have in my fridge or my freezer that I want to get used up. But the main ones that I use are the carrots, green beans if I have them, and squash this time is going to be new. I have never put squash in it. If you have zucchini, you could put zucchini in it. Whatever your favorite vegetables are, you can put in this. All right. And this really and truly is the most nutritious soup. You're making it yourself. You know what you're putting in it with all of your vegetables. So much healthier for you. So much healthier for you. All right, now I want to add some squash. I think it'll be interesting to have squash in there. I'm just going to add a couple handfuls. You can also use, you don't have to use fresh vegetables. You can also use any canned vegetables you want to make this recipe easier for you. Rinse your vegetables, drain them, out of your can. Here's my carrots. I'm gonna go drain. These carrots I cooked with just water. So I could use them in any recipes at all. They're just plain carrots. You know, I don't know if I need to. Yeah, I'm gonna use them because I love carrots. So we're gonna use it. Okay, now to this, while this is heating up and cooking, you want to add vegetable broth. I've canned my own vegetable broth, so I'm going to use this, but you can use just a box of vegetable broth. Whoa, came out. Beautiful. That's just sediment from the bottom, it's fine. Now we're going to add some spices. So we want a teaspoon of salt. And I like to use Himalayan salt. Just a teaspoon. And you need a half a teaspoon of pepper. But again, you can put as much or as little or leave it out as you want. And we need some parsley. I have a little bit left of my fresh parsley, which I want to use up. Whoops. Don't miss the pot. And it's about 1 teaspoon. That was a little bit more. And some oregano, a half a teaspoon. And some basil, half a teaspoon. Stir that up. You want those spices to have time to get into your soup, flavor, make the flavor just wonderful. And now the last things I'm going to add is some greens. And I have some kale in the freezer, so I'm going to add that. Is this cut up? Doesn't look like it's too cut up. I think I'll do some chopping on it. You can add spinach, whatever you want. It's your soup. This looks good. These are smaller. All right, now, what I also like to do with this soup is add a bean. And I do not have, I don't have any beans made. Let me see what I have in my cabinet. I have a kidney bean in the cabinet. I should have thought about that. I should have made sure I had like a white bean. I would prefer to do a white bean in this soup, but that's okay. And this can only has 120 milligrams of sodium, but I'm also going to rinse it and get hopefully some more sodium off of it. I like to do my own beans, so I'm not using all that salt. And put 1 can of beans in there. And again, any bean that you like. If you don't like beans, don't put it in. Oh, totally up to you. Oh, this is the best vegetable soup, I will tell you. We're gonna turn it up, we're gonna get it going, but that is going to be so good. I'm gonna clean up my space and I'll be back. I'm gonna bring you close. So now what we wanna do is simmer it for a good half hour or so till the rest of your veggies are cooked. Let's do a taste test. And at the end of this, I will also have the written recipe for you. Oh, that is so good. So good. So I'm gonna put the top on and I'm gonna let it simmer for a half hour or so. Look at that soup. Thank you so much for watching my video, and I hope you make your own vegetable soup.